everybody's talking about Shedeur. Now, if you haven't heard, Dillon Gabriel is going to be starting this week. Let me look up who they play this week. Who do the Cleveland Browns play? Let me type it in real quick. Cleveland Browns. Till I get back to that. Oh, that's right. They play against the Vikings. Yeah, that's right. They play against the Vikings. So Dillon Gabriel has been moving to the starting position. Joe Flacco has got demoted. And most people thought that logically he would get demoted to the third-string quarterback and Shedeur would become the second-string quarterback. But no, that's not what happened. Mike Stefanski and the Cleveland Browns has decided that Dillon Gabriel will be the starter quarterback and Joe Flacco will be the backup, and Shedeur Sanders will still remain as the QB3. Now, before this came out, they asked Shedeur, about how he prepares and everything in the locker room. And Shedeur said that, he's prepared to play. He could play right now. And he said, have you seen the QB play around the league? You know what I'm saying? He knows he can play just as good as any other quarterback, pretty much, that's in the league currently, looking at the quarterback play that's been going on this season. And so Rex Ryan, former NFL coach, son of Buddy Ryan, and pretty sure the show's called NFL Today. He went on ahead and or Get Up. Maybe he did it on Get Up. I'm not sure, but he went on ahead and just ripped into Shedeur Sanders, and he really just, really went ham. Really said, he embarrassed himself. He needed to study. He needed to get it. Just all these assumptions, like he talks too much, he runs his mouth, things of that nature. And it's just like, buddy, why do you want to rip any shred of competitive nature away from a quarterback you have? He's just saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy, I'm prepared. I treat the scout team like it's a game, and I'm ready right now whenever they call on me, and I can perform just as good as anybody else. What's the problem? But when it's Shedeur, you know what I'm saying, there's always a problem. Now, I'm not a person who just comes out and defends Shedeur. I think a lot of the things they did at Colorado were just way too over the top and way too arrogant for me. But I feel like everything that he said and he's done in Cleveland has been what he's supposed to say. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations where I thought I was better than other guys playing before me. And if you would have asked me, I would tell you I'm ready to go right now. I could perform just as good as anybody else. That's the type of confidence you want your players to speak with. But because apparently Shedeur thought this was taken out of context. The next time they came into the locker room to ask him about how he felt about Dillon Gabriel, how he felt about Joe Flacco and things of that nature, and him remaining QB3, he didn't speak. He mimed. So we can't really say what he said because he actually just lipped the mouth of the words. He didn't even talk. And so now that's causing controversy because it's causing too much distraction to the team. And so this is why I go back to where I was at the beginning. When he did not get picked in that third round, it was clear to me that whatever was happening to him had nothing to do with his talent. And because it had nothing to do with his talent, you don't want to be in situations where you are more talented than people and you're not giving the proper shot for whatever reason. So if I was him, I would have went to the XFL. And I keep saying it, but that would have been the best move. Now he's stuck in a situation where no matter what he do in practice, I don't think he's going to get a shot. I don't think we're going to see him play for the Cleveland Browns this year. And so Shannon Sharp used to have this thing where he say, delaying the inevitable is what makes the fans mad. The fans get upset when you delay the inevitable. Okay. Well, to me, delaying the inevitable Many people say, oh, Joe Flacco, we know he's not going to make it through the whole year. So the longer that he plays and the longer you lose while he's playing, the fans are going to get mad because you're delaying the inevitable. Okay, so now they pulled Joey Flacco. Now they got Dillon Gabriel in there. But see, I think the fans are still going to be upset because I don't think the inevitable is just that Dillon Gabriel plays. I think the inevitable is that Shedeur Sanders get a right to play as well. And once the Browns, the fans see what he has to offer, then they will be satisfied with whatever choice the coaching staff makes, because then, the fans can be in on it. But the inevitable is that Shedeur gets a chance to show what he's got. And so at some point in time, especially if they're losing, they're going to have to push Shedeur Sanders in the game. But I think there's something going on that's political, or maybe they just don't like him, but whatever, or they don't like his father or something. But whatever it is, it does not have anything to do with his talent. And so I wish him the best. I wish Dillon Gabriel the best, because I think Dillon Gabriel is a pretty dope, quarterback as well. But I just don't think Shedeur is going to get the proper time.